Good morning. Matthew 18:20 tells us, "Where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am with them." Just like everything else this year, gathering together for worship became much more difficult when the COVID-19 pandemic began. We immediately had to come up with a new plan and a new way to all be able to join together in one voice and serve God. So when I gave my first update on the technical ministries and the video updates that we've made to the church, we talked about the planning and the strategy that we had to enable a hybrid worship where we have people in the sanctuary and people online all together, and even some people watching later on YouTube. I'm happy to report that after many months of work, we've completed the integration of all the things we talked about to build that solution. When you now sit in the sanctuary, you'll see that there are 4 cameras. There's one up at the front, which is actually providing the image that we're viewing right now. There's 2 at the back on the columns back here, and there's 1 in the balcony that is designed to highlight our music. These are called pan-tilt zoom cameras, or PTZ. And what they are, basically, they're little robotic cameras that allow us to focus in on whatever the particular element of the service is we're trying to highlight. They're smaller than a normal full-size camera, and they don't all require a camera operator. One person can actually manage all of the cameras at the same time. They're small, but they're visible reminders that so many members of our faith community are actually remote. They're outside of the building, but they're worshiping together with us, all in one voice, in unison together through technology. We're committed to maintaining worship accessibility throughout the pandemic and beyond, and that's why we plan for a full long-term solution that we've now completed here at the church. Many members have asked, how does this all work? So today we're going to actually give you a live behind-the-scenes view of the production of our church services. So when we began the COVID-19 period, we were really familiar with audio. We had done audio production for years, recorded services, but video was something we hadn't actually done here at Media Presbyterian. So we had to figure this one out and step out in faith that we'd be able to do that. So in Exodus 31, God tells Moses that he has filled individuals for ministry with the Spirit of God, with wisdom, with understanding, and with knowledge of all kinds of skills to make artistic designs for working gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of crafts. So what this tells us is that God will provide what we need to know to do his work. So we prayed to be equipped for our craft, building and operating a video streaming ministry. I'm actually in the control room right now. So the first thing we did was we expanded the audio control area to include a space for a video system. Then came the rather challenging time of specifying, sourcing, and integrating the equipment. We ran into everything from supply chain issues to products that just didn't exist. Some of the equipment that we're actually using right now wasn't even available until August or September. So for today's service, Chad and Tom are running the video broadcast, and Scott is mixing the audio. Audio is the basis for the broadcast to ensure you clearly hear the message. Scott is actually controlling audio for both the live stream and the sanctuary. This is a fully digital network system that we integrated a few years ago that allows us to easily provide audio to both the sanctuary and the live stream. For video, we start with a central computer that Scott actually custom built for this application for our system, and we're using a software called vMix, which is on this screen right here. vMix allows us to seamlessly integrate live and recorded portions of the service. So leading up to a service, the order is planned. We record music and sometimes other elements of the service, and then all of that is loaded in order into the computer. What that allows us to actually do then is just transition between live and recorded. When you watch on YouTube at home or wherever you may be viewing today, it's one seamless view. In the sanctuary, we actually have folks that can see up on the wall. We project the actual image like what's going on right now. So everyone here can see as well. So the cameras move around with a joystick, which is there on the table, but the software actually also knows how to automatically position cameras for common places like the pulpit, the lectern, and the communion table. So we have different scenes we can set up and easily show those key parts of each service. The computer actually feeds to YouTube for the live stream, and we have a monitor here where we can monitor how many individuals are watching. We don't know who, but we know how many. And we can also see the live chat and monitor the stream and make sure it's good. The top left, there's what we call the confidence monitor. And basically, that is a duplication of what's on the front, what folks in the front can see. And it gives key information to the pastors and worship leaders, like how much time's left in a recorded video or any important messages that we actually need to get there. Thanks, Chad. Finally, there's a monitor in the parlor and the chapel that allow us to have an additional social distancing space. Those spaces are designed so that we can have extra seats that are spread apart in the chapel to give more social distancing space. And then also we have a monitor in the parlor area, which allows families that need to step out of the service to still be able to see the service and be engaged. So going forward, we are looking to expand the video team beyond our small core of dedicated volunteers. If you're interested in technology or production, please reach out to Jonathan or me. This is a great opportunity to learn about technology and video production as well. Growing our team will enable us to ensure we're able to provide worship accessibility for our faith community. It's our prayer that MPC's video ministry has been a blessing to you and your family, and we look forward to the time when we can all meet as an entire faith community together in the sanctuary. But in the meantime, please join us in thanks and rejoicing that we're able to use God's gifts of technology to worship Him together.